This dude makes it very hard to feel bad for him. Filip Miucin has made another apology video and also a reply to his new apology video, coming after the original apology video, which he took down and is no longer on YouTube except for Coney 1015's re-upload that's been edited like this. Yeah, no words. If you want the original transcript, it's available on Reddit. If you want to re-upload a saved copy of it, good luck with that, because he has been striking down channels who have re-uploaded his video, and he's copyright claiming them, giving them strikes on this channel, and people who were even doing commentaries on it. He was issuing strikes. That's not a good look from a guy who's seeking people to feel bad for him in an apology video. Now, his original apology video I did comment on, and I've had a lot of people ask me to do it again with this one, and to be honest, I'm done with this dude. There's nothing redeeming about him, unfortunately, because he did have a lot of potential, but all of that is washed away and gone now. Once you're caught plagiarizing someone, nothing you do is valid because everything comes into question, especially when he was caught plagiarizing Boomstick Gaming on a great game, Dead Cells, which got plenty of attention thanks to this situation. But then on top of that, he doubled down saying that he didn't really plagiarize it and that was taken out of context. He didn't really do that. And then when Kotaku, Jason Schreier, took him to task on how they found other answers in other places where he was caught stealing more information, he doubled down again saying, no, you can look and you're not going to find it. And they found it. And he said, no, I didn't do that. So he's lied on top of lies on top of lies. He made an apology video that was not even an apology. I don't believe he even said, I'm sorry in the apology video. He did not say anything about Boomstick Gaming and how he did admit to it. He didn't say anything about admitting to it. He just dodged the issue completely. It was one of the worst apology videos I'd ever seen in my life. One of the worst apologies in general. And at that point in time, I was done with this guy. Like I said, everyone deserves another shot, but if you keep screwing it up, there's only so much attention I can pay to that because there are other people out there working their asses off day in and day out and don't get the opportunities that this guy got. And that's what pisses me off so much about him. I'm not jealous of his success. I'm pissed off that he got as successful as he did, basically lying, cheating, and stealing his way to the top, which he admits in his latest to his My Apology right here. But I just want to go through this with you guys, let you know my feelings on him and why he should probably move on to a different realm of work. I don't feel like YouTube is the place for this kind of personality. It's just, you can't watch somebody that you can't trust. The whole point of YouTube, at least in my mind, is to be entertained, to be relatable, and to be able to trust the person that you're watching.
I'm not here to make any excuses or to try and justify my actions. I'm only here to apologize to the people that I've wronged and to everyone that I've disappointed. I'd like to start out by saying I'm sorry, Boomstick Gaming, for taking words and concepts from your Dead Cells review and passing them off as my own.
So there, right at the beginning, he finally apologizes to Boomstick Gaming. Like, we are now going on, what, almost a year like since this happened, and he finally apologized. Now, he does go on to talk about how he wanted to make a real apology video, but all the people he trusted back then told him not to. And I don't know if he's with the wrong group of people or if he just has no idea how to make a proper apology video. But the first apology video he posted, that was your chance, Philip. That right there, that's where you could have taken the bull by the horns and said, I effed up, guys. I am so sorry. But look, the pressure at IGN got to me, and man, that was the worst, most valuable lesson I ever learned in my life, and I will take that going forward, and I will never do that again. And all I can do is keep working hard and hopefully regain your trust once again. Boom, done. That's all you need to do. But instead, he goes on to try to ignore the issue and lie about it even more. And then he says he doesn't make another upload because his friends told him not to. It was a bad look all around.
It was an incredibly selfish act, and as a fellow content creator, I should have known better.
If you're a fellow content creator, you need to create content unique to you, not taking someone else's content.
I realized the amount of time and effort that you must have put into creating such an elaborate and well thought out review, and
It was a great review, but like I said, there are a ton of excellent YouTubers out there making incredible content, incredible reviews, incredible reactions, incredible videos in every realm, doing this on almost a daily basis. Tons of other people out there that don't get the recognition they deserve. And this guy lied and cheated and stole his way to the top at IGN for what? Basically taking somebody who worked hard's position because he was just too slimy. He just had to have it himself. He didn't care to work and put in the time. It was just easier for him to lie about it. It's really hard to feel bad for someone who does that.
only imagine how violated you must have felt when you realized what had happened.
And this is one of those, people steal content all the time. But the problem with that is it's very hard to prove that someone stole content. But look, Philip, if you are stealing word for word, verbatim from this dude's review, it's a pretty cut and dry, clear case scenario of plagiarism. You gotta know better than that. Not saying stealing is okay or copying other people's work is okay, because it's not. But you gotta work harder to make it your own. You can't just copy it word for word. That's embarrassing.
I'd also like to apologize to Nintendo Life, Nintendo Wire, Engadget, and Polygon for using their words and ideas in a few of my videos. Specifically Nintendo Life
This
for my
is
FIFA 18 review.
Really hard to even listen to, because the only reason he is apologizing is because he got caught. The only reason he's naming these sources is because he got called out saying that he got stolen more stuff, and he said no about that. And then they're like, yeah, you did, and here are the ones you stole. And he's like, oh yeah, I got caught on those. Let me apologize to those ones because you found those ones as well. It's so insincere that it's reactive instead of proactive apologies.
Obviously, they got a lot of hate for what I did, but please understand that I am the only person.
And the worst part about all this is, he's right.
sorry
He's talking
for
about
any
IGN getting the hate
this
for
must
what he
have
did.
caused in your personal
IGN
lives,
gets
because
enough hate as it stands right now. And for him to do that while he's an employee at IGN, it made IGN as a company look terrible. It made people not trust them as a company. It made people not trust the work of other hardworking employees at IGN. So everything, the ripple effect from this dude, I don't think he even understands the gigantic, massive consequences from what his actions were. Like, they were substantial. They caused a lot of money lost. They might have caused other jobs lost because of the money lost from IGN from him doing this.
Give these amazing creators the closure that they deserve. I truly am very, very sorry. I will never again try to pass someone else's words or ideas off as my own.
See, it's really hard for me to believe that when you got caught stealing, made an apology video, and then lied in that apology video saying, you can try to find what you want on me. You're not going to find anything because I haven't taken anything. I haven't plagiarized anything. And then when that got found out, now he's apologizing for that. So what's different? What has changed? How have you changed, Philip? How has this done anything different? How is you saying, I'm sorry, and all I can say is, I'm sorry? How does that make anybody believe you? Actions speak louder than words. And this my apology, I actually appreciated this video far more because it was more personal.
Everyone, I understand that there are people who want to know the reasoning behind what I did, and I might not have made that very clear in my last video. So hopefully this video will help shed some light on any unanswered questions.
And this is, by the way, pathetic. You made an apology. It took you almost what, 9 months, 10 months? I don't even know. It's been a long time. You came out with an apology video, a couple minutes long, and then literally right away you make another apology video as an addendum to that one. With the time that built up between the last apology video and now these two, don't you think you could have, I don't know, made a script, edited it, and made the video and be all-encompassing? I feel like there was plenty of time to do that, and making a second video, it's turning this channel into an apology channel. It's not even a content channel anymore. And not that I watch it. I am subscribed to him. I have the bell rung, but honestly only because I'm intrigued by the drama he brings. I'm not intrigued by his video reviews. I could care less about anything this guy has to talk about. I'm just interested in the drama. It's like the Kardashian effect, where people only care about them because they're always getting into trouble or their antics are ridiculous, so you're wondering what's going to happen next. It's similar to that. I honestly am going to unsubscribe to Filip as soon as this dies down for good. In fact, I'll probably do that right now because there's really no reason to stay subscribed to Filip.
When I started my YouTube channel, I started it because it was something that I really loved doing. I love making videos and I love playing video games. But when I started my channel, I didn't anticipate everything happening as fast as it did.
He got extremely lucky and was not prepared for that.
I didn't expect to grow as fast as I did. I really bit off more than I can chew. I felt pretty confident with my video editing skills and my abilities to create visually appealing content, but I wasn't always confident with my abilities as a writer. So I took from sources who I trusted and respected and I agreed with, and I tried to change them in a way that I would say it.
This is funny, but not in the ha-ha funny. It's just funny in the ironic sense where he's like, I love making videos, I like playing video games, and I like doing what I did, but I'm just don't have the confidence and I'm not good at it, so I'm going to copy other people. Why are you doing it? If you don't like this, why are you copying from other people and trying to make it your own and living a lie, living a fake life? It's not the right calling for you. That's okay. No one's forcing people to do this. In the world we live in today, no one's forcing anybody to do anything. So I don't understand the pressures you put on yourself in order to try to keep doing this YouTube thing. It's not working for you, buddy. That's okay. But don't keep doubling down on it and trying to get it to work. It's like one of those things where you won the lottery, made all this money, and then blew it all, and now you don't have any money anymore. That's kind of what this whole situation feels like.
But obviously, looking back, I can see that I still had a lot of growing up to do, and I had a lot to learn. And when I got that big break with this awesome gaming company, my insecurities were amplified by like 10 million. Because
I can kind of understand where he's coming from, but still, it's not an excuse. Sometimes people get lucky and put into a position that may be in over their head a little bit. That's where people learn. They work harder to make up for what they were lacking and make the most of the opportunity that they're given instead of lying and stealing to the top and trying to stay there. How long do you think you would have made it? How long do you think you would have lasted in this world with everything online and hundreds of thousands of gamers watching every single move people make? You're not going to go very far doing this kind of thing.
Because the audience was bigger and the expectations were higher.
So you thought you could steal and get away with it with more eyes on you?
I really wanted to do well, but I was also really scared of saying the wrong thing or putting out a bad review.
So instead you would plagiarize. That doesn't seem like it's a better option. It seems like you're lacking a lot of self-confidence. And this is something that I keep going back to, where why even bother with your YouTube channel? Why even bother with an apology? This is unfortunate that that's your mentality. You got caught red-handed. Your life is not over. Your YouTube career might be, but your life is definitely not. The thing that burns me so much, I said this at the beginning, I'm saying it again. There are so many hardworking content creators out there that deserve the chance, that deserve the attention, that deserve the recognition from the major outlets to say, whoa, that person would be excellent at our company. But this dude right here stole that opportunity, and now he wants people to accept an apology just like that. It's really hard to be that forgiving, especially when so much time has passed and he hasn't done anything to change anyone's mind.
I am a video editor first and foremost, and I love video games and making videos about video games, but I should have been able to own up to myself that I just wasn't the right person for that job. And, you know, I'm sure everyone else would agree. People might be wondering why I even took that job in the first place. But the truth is, it really was my dream job, just like I'm sure it was for a lot of people.
That you stole it from, yeah.
I was blinded by my excitement to work alongside so many of the people that I've been following for so long. And I guess I just underestimated what it takes to be an IGN editor, producer.
It's really not that hard. You just need to work and work hard. And maybe that's something that you weren't used to doing because you just stole content all the time.
And podcast host. And I know that I should have done this a lot sooner, but I was given advice not to by people who I trust, to not come forward and talk about plagiarism in the media.
Why? Why would you not talk about it? Like, you got caught red-handed lying. You plagiarized. You lost your job at IGN. You cost the company a lot of money and drama and PR and nightmares everywhere. And you're listening to peers telling you not to talk about this, not to own up to it. I find that very hard to believe. I would say your peers told you to make an apology video, to own up to it, and you didn't have the nuts to actually make the apology you needed to. You were holding on to the hope that maybe you wouldn't get caught. Maybe it was just some big misunderstanding and that another editing company, another news source, another video game, huge IGN type person would come over to you and say, hey, we'll give you a shot because we understand it was a misunderstanding when it clearly wasn't.
But I regret it because that's not
so.
the person I am. That's not the type of person I am.
I find that very hard to believe, too. He keeps talking about the type of person he is. He's a good person. He wants us to be on his side, that he's not really evil. He had a lot of pressure on him. He was scared, so he did what he thought he had to do to be successful. Except for the fact that he has a track record that was found out, that he did this all along the road to get to where he was. It wasn't a one-time thing that all the pressure just built up and he did it. Like, he always did this. So it's really hard to feel bad for him that he's a serial plagiarizer and is acting like, nope, he's fine.
Can and do own up to my own mistakes. And this,
yeah, I bet you do.
This was the biggest mistake of my life. So I hope that helps answer at least some questions.
It's a bigger mistake than most people have in their life.
Please feel free to leave a comment down below, and I'll do my best to answer as many of your questions as I can. I know that I disappointed this community, and I owe you guys, I owe it to you to be as open as possible. So thank you very much, and I'll see you soon.
So he owes it to us to be as open as possible, but then he lied in his original YouTube apology video and then started copyright striking people. It's just, I don't have any sympathy for this guy. I don't feel bad for him at all, which is strange because I'm the type of person that does feel bad for people who F up. I do feel bad for those of us who make mistakes, but I don't feel bad for people who make mistakes time and time again, where it's a trend. It's like a mental disease that needs to be worked on, and that's something that I can't help this guy with. But I'm certainly not going to be feeling bad for him, nor do I think he's going to be successful in this realm going forward. His time in the spotlight has come and gone. The sun has set on his career in this realm, and it's time to move on from it. It's despicable to try to recover what he has done and make something of this. It's unfortunate. It is. But That's the gravity of the situation. That's what we deal with in this industry, and that's why you can't do what you did. That is the cardinal sin. The one thing nobody should ever do is plagiarize. Anyways, that's my thoughts on Filip's apology and where he stands as a channel right now. There is nothing here to be seen going forward. I honestly was only subscribed to him to see how he would follow up the apology, and he followed it up just by saying, this is what I should have said originally. It wasn't entertaining, it wasn't anything wild, it was just a basic, this is what I did and what I screwed up, here's what I should have said originally, here's why you should care about me going forward. I mean, great, but here's the thing, there are hundreds of thousands of other creators out there I'd rather give my time to. Smash,